I'm just going to take the gentleman who's got the microphone now before I get you to answer, Eric.
You talked about how these dogs have affected your confidence and your mobility. I'm curious what your careers are, Diana and Eric, and how the dogs have enabled you to pursue a career path.
I work for the WA State Government in Work Safe Dangerous Goods, and my role is completely administrative. So for me, the dogs have, both Sunday, my first dog, and Nora now, it's really about enabling me to get to and from work safely, to remove some of the mental loading that comes along with commuting and getting through the community from A to B. I was doing my job before I got guide dogs, so they've really enhanced my ability and reduced my stress on the before and after journeys from work. So that's where it's helped me out in that regard. Now, a question before that.
It's really about match day.
About match day, I wanted to share, so, and it relates to work as well. So Guide Dogs WA were beautiful with introducing 2 dogs to me. They were, as Tayana said, looking at the characteristics of the dogs and trying to match them to the requirements of me. So I had a lot of public transport, buses, trains, walking, mixed environments, also office space where I was at the time 9 floors up in a building in East Perth, and I was introduced to a dog called Obi. Obi was a bigger dog because I'm a bigger man, and a long-legged dog that was very slow. And so I really thoroughly enjoyed that walk, and it introduced me to the concept of guide dogs and how it might help me out. But it just wasn't matching, it wasn't gelling on that first day. And then a week later they brought Sunday around, and she was a smaller dog, little black lab, quite aloof was the word, and she was a rocket. And her favourite trick was, and it wasn't a trick, it was an effective tool for the way that I worked with guide dogs, was to she would help me find a seat, and then she would do a twirl, and then reverse herself in between my legs underneath the seat, and tuck herself away. And she was incredible at that. And I think the trainers that worked with her to get that down pat were just incredible. And so it was that mixed bag of characteristics, and out of the 2 dogs, there was a distinct dog that was better for me, and it was a wonderful career that she had, we had.
Thank you very much. I'm quite liking the idea of Tinder for dogs. It's great. We've probably got time for 2 more questions. There's a lady, Andrew, just on the 4th row up. Can you see her? There she goes.
Coming from my mum had guide dogs, she, after like a span of 60 years, had always been independent. And coming from that film was beautiful. It had a lot of heart, and it really did, it resonated a lot with me. But my question is for actually Claire. What was it like working with your parents?
It's kind of unfair. Keep it short.
It was different. I think it's just changing the tone from just normal to professional. That was just something different. And then it was also seeing how they work. So I usually don't really see how they work that much. So I think that was one of the things I learned, was just how they work and how much they work as well.
I've just seen that Grace, you're in the audience as well, and I just really wanted to acknowledge that Grace was the narrator, Grace King, is that right? Yes. Was the narrator for the film, and you did an absolutely beautiful job. Thank you so much. Probably just one last question. Tiana, yes, we didn't actually hear about what you do, so please enlighten everyone.
Well, I don't work. I'm a university student. I'm studying social work. And yeah, to continue the question, the answer, with Shayla in my life at this moment, I'm able to move around campus freely and confidently. And when I had the cane, I could only go from like the bus stop to my classes and from my class to the bus stop. But now I'm able to move around, like I said, go to different coffee shops, whatever I choose. If I want a coffee shop from this day on Monday and another coffee from another place on Tuesday, I'm able to do all that, where I couldn't do that with a cane. I was just restricted to 2 places basically, so yeah.
One last question, please. There was a hand up there, yeah?
How does your dog know it?
Just hang on for the mic so that everyone can hear.
How does your dog know where the cafes are?
We got training to go to one coffee shop, and then as we continued, we then were able to find other coffee shops. But as well, I have a friend who's actually here in the audience. She has also helped us to find other coffee shops.
So as ever, unfortunately, time marches on, and I'm sorry to say that we will have to wrap up this session here in the theatre. If you've enjoyed tonight's WA Reflections screening, you're in luck. When Andrew gets right up into the bio box, into the command centre, the slide will change as it has. So we have got 2 more WA Reflections films that will be shown up until the end of December. So in a couple of weeks' time, you will have I've Never Seen a Straight Banana. I'm really looking forward to that next week. And then the one after that is The Search Beyond the Stars. Again, they are all, sort of catalogued as history from our catalogues and our archives, and they are people who have contributed in one way or the other to WA history. So I do recommend that you hop on the website, book your places now, because they will be worth watching. Just a couple more other things I want to say, which is the incredibly talented Hartan family are amazing, because not only are 3 of them up here, the soundtrack is that you heard is from Spicy Water, which is the band that your son, there you are, photographer and band member. So Spicy Water, they're really on the way up. So please do listen to their music. We are going to have about half an hour where you will be able to chat to people who are on the panel and other people, other crew members, musicians, etc., outside, where Michelle has also provided light refreshment. So we really do encourage that you stick around, have some food, and then really try and chat to everybody outside in the theatre foyer. Thank you so much for being here. One more round of applause for our dogs out there.